Before we get started with today's video, I definitely want to take some time to thank my friends over at So Avant-Garde. All right, so Avant-Garde is a place where you can go online, type in the website, and you have a plethora of fragrances from the niche world. Now, niches can be intimidating, so sample, and they have those discovery sets as well. Head over there, look around, shop around, and save you some money by using the code DEDRICK20 on anything on So Avant-Garde. And it's definitely something where, if you really elevate your fragrance collection or get into something new or tap into another level as far as quality goes, hey, So Avant-Garde has you covered. All right, so head over there, use DEDRICK20, save anything, get anything over there except mind games. Don't worry. You can head over to mindgames.com and use DEDRICK10 for 10% off anything on mindgames.com. All right, so save you some money, explore, see what you discover, and let me know down below in the comments if you're rocking with anything. All right, appreciate y'all. Let's get started with today's video. YouTube, what's going on YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. All right, Smell Good family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here on this channel. All right, so today we're going to be discussing some of the more underrated designer level fragrances in my entire collection. And when I say underrated, there's really no talk of these fragrances. If there are, it's very minimum, and I think these fragrances deserve some light shed on them. So, not saying you never heard of these, not saying you don't know what they are, but as far as a consistent coverage of these fragrances, I really don't see any whatsoever, and they're all really, really good and definitely could serve a purpose in your collection, because they definitely serve a purpose in mine. All right, so I have 7 that we're going to get to today. I believe they're severely underrated, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Up first, from the house of Dolce & Gabbana, we have light blue summer vibes. I think this is the 2023 edition. Yes, the 2023 edition. They always bring out a new summer vibes. Now, this is relatively new. Yes, when it came out, you saw a little bit of conversation. Yes, and then it went away. But I think this is really good. You get this almost kind of candied lemon, some driftwood, a little saltiness. There's big time freshness with some musk here. Great for the summertime. If you're in the hot weather and you want an everyday fragrance that comes off clean, like I said, a little bit of musk, there's a sparkly candy like lemon, a driftwood in here to give off a woodsy approach to this fragrance. It's really, really good. Does it last long? Absolutely not. I get about a good 5 hours. Yeah, about a good 5 hours with this fragrance. And again, I'm a situational fragrance wearer. I'm a seasonal fragrance wearer, so wherever I'm going, whatever I'm doing, I wear the appropriate fragrance to accommodate that. So on a hot summer day, if I'm out running errands or going to have a good time, or hell, even going to the gym, all right, this is definitely a fragrance that I'll keep in mind. But it's really, really good, and it serves a purpose. From the house of Dolce & Gabbana, we have Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Summer Vibes 2023 edition. 2023 edition. I know the bottles probably clashing with my studio light. All right. Up next, from the house of Davidoff. Yes, we have Davidoff Cool Water Parfum. Davidoff Cool Water Parfum. When this first came out, there was a lot of love for it because it showed up at rack stores, and that's where I got mine from. I got this from my local Marshalls for like 25 bucks. And when I smelled it, I couldn't believe it. Now, this gives me some Dior Sauvage type vibes, but it has a little bit more going on to me. You get some vetiver, some pink pepper in here. There's some citrus up top. It comes off a little bit more masculine. You get some cleanliness with this as well. But it sits, there's an ambroxan in here. It's booming in this fragrance, in my opinion. So, it doesn't smell like Dior Sauvage, but it has tendencies of what Dior Sauvage does. All right, so but this is a really good one, multi-versatile. You can wear this one to the office. That's mostly where I wear it, because like I said, it has that citrus, spicy, slightly earthy type of vibe with this fragrance. But it's really good performer. It's real. So all my performance buffs out there, if you can catch this on your local discounters and you looking for a good performing fragrance for the office, this could be up your alley. Slept on, not talked about. It had a brief moment out there in the fragrance world, at least from what I see now. No one speaks on it, and it's good. From the house of Davidoff, we have with Davidoff Cool Water, the Parfum. The Parfum. Really good stuff here, all right? Up next, one of my favorite lines of my entire collection, one of my favorite designer houses, period. From the house of Givenchy. We have Givenchy Gentleman EDT Intense. EDT Intense. Now this one is stepping away from what the EDP does to what Reserve Privé does, and even the original EDT. You get a beautiful blue iris in here that comes off a little bit earthy, and it's accompanied by some cardamom. It's accompanied by a green earthy facet to the DNA. All right, so you're not going to get this big citrus, this big vanilla, or even in the EDT, you're not going to get a big citrus. You're not going to get something that's mass appealing. That's what I'm saying. Those citruses and sweetness, people gravitate towards those, but this is a little bit different. A little earthy, a little touch of green, some spice here as well, a different tone of iris in this as well, and it's vastly underrated. I personally love it. This is another one that's great for the springtime, but it's also very versatile for office wear as well. So this is a more, I like to say, more masculine build on the DNA, and I can really appreciate it, but I see no conversations whatsoever. So all my fellas out there who's looking for a more masculine feel, but you love this DNA, and you want something a little bit different than what you get with, like I said, the EDP, the Reserve Privé, or even Bourgeois, you'll get it with this one for sure. From the house of Givenchy, we have Givenchy Gentleman, EDT Intense, and it definitely performs intensely for sure, definitely, okay? Up next, from the house of Guerlain. Yes, you may know about this one, but when's the last time you've seen someone talk about it? From the house of Guerlain, we have L'Homme Ideal, the EDT. I got an old school bottle with the black edges on them with the clear inside. All bottles are clear now, but this one is where it all started. Now, there's notes of citrus in here. There's some leather, some tonka, there's some almond. But to my nose, all of those things kick out like a cherry type of opening with this fragrance. Not a big boozy cherry, but just like a cherry-like vibe. And that's what the citruses really give off, mixed in with the almond and the spices with this fragrance for sure. Now this one right here is great for everyday wear. I truly think you can wear this every single day, no matter the season. Now, I wouldn't wear this in the high heat, but on a summer day, a couple sprays, you'll be fine in my opinion. It does have some body, it does have some density to it. The almond makes this a little bit creamy as well, but I really love how that citrus opening really shines through and throughout this fragrance for sure. So this is a really good one. Not a lot of talk because people love the EDP and the Extreme. Those are the two that get a lot of the love. You know, the L Intense, the EDT, the Cologne really doesn't get that type of love these days, but I wanted to mention it and present it to everybody. You know, if you haven't just so happened to never hear about this, this is a good one. From the house of Guerlain, we have L'Homme Ideal, the EDT. The EDT. Slept on, not a lot of conversations about this for sure. All right, up next, now recently, this one has started to pick up some steam, but beforehand, it had no conversation whatsoever. And I don't think the hype, not even hype, I hate to say that because it's not hype. I don't think the conversation this one will, really take off like that because it's that different. It's that different. From the house of Gucci, we have Gucci Guilty, the EDP. Gucci Guilty Pour Homme, the EDP. This is a rose-based fragrance, but it's weird. You get this balsamic vinegar. Yes, balsamic vinegar, rose, spicy rose type of vibe. Get that in the air real quick. Smells so great. Now, I'm a huge fan of rose. Oh, it smells so good. I'm a huge fan of rose, and this is done really, really well. I put this in the niche designer category because of the profile is not something that you smell every day in the designer world. But with this, I think it needs a little bit more of attention because it is unique. It's probably one of the more unique profiles from this Gucci Guilty line, which is very popular out here in Fracom, and rightfully so. But this one right here with that vinegar, balsamic nature, with that rose, that's fresh, spicy type of rose, style of rose, excuse me. This is one that deserves a lot more love, especially for all my floral lovers out there. All my floral lovers out there, this has a little twist in it with that balsamic vinegar type of vibe, but it's really, really good. A nice spice to it, like a chili pepper type of vibe, spice in here. It's really, really good. It's been picking up a little bit of steam, but I'm not sure how sustainable it's going to be. So I want to do my part and speak on it because I do think it's really underrated, especially from what that line has to offer. From the house of Gucci, we have Gucci Guilty, Pour Homme, the EDP. All right, get that in focus. There we go, the EDP. All right. Up next, we got to talk about a classic, and at one point in time, this was talked about. At one point in time, this was featured, but now it's starting to dwindle away because there are other fragrances out there, but I don't want it to dwindle away. I want to do my part and speak on this now underrated classic from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. Once again, we have the one, EDT. The original, yes, the original EDT. I still love this fragrance. Now, this has turned into one of my cozy boy fragrances. So when it's during the fall, in the winter, and it's cool, and I'm just home, like if I'm just home for the day, I'll throw on some sweats and I'm super cozy, I like to wear this around the house. Now, you can do way more with this. You can wear this to work, you can wear this on a date, you can wear this to church, you can do whatever you want to do with this fragrance for sure. You have this beautiful orange and ginger spice. There's tobacco leaf in here. It's really good, man. It smells classic. It leans a little masculine for sure when you get to that tobacco leaf feel to it, but the opening is beautiful. It's very versatile. You can wear this all year round. Wouldn't wear it in the highest of heat, but you can wear this all year round. This is a real good one, a staple, a classic in Fracom, a gentleman's special by now, but it doesn't get talked about anymore, so that's why it's underrated. So let's keep it up there, guys. Let's keep it up there. Real good stuff from the house of Dolce & Gabbana, the now underrated, the one, EDT. EDT. This stuff is really, really good. Tighten at one point in time, but not so much conversation these days, all right? And last but not least, from the house of Mercedes-Benz, we have Mercedes-Benz Man Gray. Man, I remember when I first got this fragrance, I said, I've never seen this fragrance in my life. I've never seen no one talk about this fragrance ever. This is a clean, fruity, spicy, musky style of a scent. Great office wear, great everyday wear, signature scent worthy style of a fragrance here, man. The pink pepper here gives a nice pop, a nice spice. There's a citrus feel to this as well. Musk in here as it starts to go from the mid to the dry down. It's good, and you can get this big time bang for your buck price at one of your local rack stores or even on discounters. All right, most of these, all of these should appear on discounter sites, so save you some pennies and go to discounter. Right, I have all my discount stores that I use in the description. But this is very clean, versatile, fruity, sweet, fresh, slightly spicy, musky style of a fragrance. That's an everyday pickup for most guys out there with the DNA that they're wearing for sure. All right, so this is vastly underrated. How many of you have even heard of this? I've talked about this on my channel a couple of times since I've been doing YouTube content, but how many of y'all have heard of this? But if you're looking for something fresh and clean and musky with a slight spice to it, something that could be everyday wear, look at this one, fellas. From the house of Mercedes-Benz, we have Mercedes-Benz Man Gray. Good stuff. The bottle is cheesy and atrocious, but the fragrance is good. All right. So those 7 fragrances I feel are 7 of the more underrated designer fragrances in my entire collection. All right. So you can find these on discounters. I have all my discounter stores in the description. And if you're interested in one of them, hey, look into them, man, for sure. Sample if you can. If you can avoid blind buying, but I know how hard that is to avoid that. Sample them and see what's going on. All right. So Smuggler family, let me know down below in the comments what are some of your underrated designers in your collection, or just underrated period. Let me know down below in the comments. All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I appreciate the love and support as always. Y'all know how we rock out here on this channel. Positive vibes only, no negativity, positive energy, positive vibes only for sure. All right. So until next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves, and y'all know what it is, man. Watch what you put out into this world. Watch what you, the ones deep in the back who ready to hate. Watch what you put out into this world, man. Because I promise you, you're going to get it back at some point in time. Be careful how you handle that now. Be careful. Splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. Appreciate y'all. And of course, keep on splacking, baby. Keep on splacking. Splacker.